That's where I go to judge the flooding. If that rice remains submerged for 2 or 3 days, you've lost the crop. Got a lot of stuff going on. Today's Monday, okay? So this will go up tomorrow, Tuesday. That's how far behind I am on getting those rice fields over here flooded. Not good, not good. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Well, good anyway. I am headed north to the Kok River, spelled K-O-K. Looks like cock, but it's Kok. It's just north of the main city of Chiang Rai. That's where I go to judge the flooding. Okay, now I just left home 5 minutes ago, and you know that ditch, the concrete ditch that they built up, the one where that black dog died in, that ditch is overflowing right now. That's the first I've seen that ditch overflow in 2.5 years. And the rice fields that I always manage to take a picture of when I walk by anyway, flooded. I mean, you can see maybe 2 inches of rice above the water. And that rice was almost ready to harvest. So when that happens, if that rice remains submerged for 2 or 3 days, you've lost the crop. Yeah. So I saw a lot of that the other day when I was coming back from the White Temple. And it's not looking good. Now, I haven't been getting alerts on my phone where normally I do. Hot coffee. Got a lot of stuff going on. Today's Monday, okay? So this will go up tomorrow, Tuesday. That's how far behind I am on getting those rice fields over here flooded. Not good, not good. People's livelihoods at stake here. I've said it, I don't know how many times I've said it about growing rice. It's a, if you own the land, you know, the land's been passed down through generations, it's your land, your family land, you can actually make a little bit of money. The brokers are the ones, the middlemen are the ones that make the big money. They buy it in raw form, they pay you by the ton. I suppose metric ton, you know. At any rate, literally most of the rice that is grown is for personal use. They'll sell some of it to pay for their products they need to produce the rice, chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, fertilizer, labor to plant it, labor to have it harvested however it can be. When the ground's soft, they can't use equipment, so it's got to be done manually. This kind of stuff. So it's really what they end up doing is saving 10, 15, 20 bags at about 30 kilos a bag raw, in its husk form right off the plant. They keep that in their rice shed and way above ground, so they can protect against rodents and things like that getting into it. And then the rest they sell, and that generally they break even, but they have enough rice for the family. Now, Dow's family does not do rice anymore because they continue to go into debt every year. More debt, more debt, more debt, more debt. Why? Because they were leasing the land. I don't want to just do the mental math in your head, right? It's like you can't dig yourself out of a hole with a shovel, okay? Keep going, you keep digging, you're getting deeper. It's not going to go away. You can't make up in volume. You can't, just the typical, the classic, oh, so-and-so's doing rice, we should do rice too. So-and-so's doing rats, we should do rats. So-and-so's doing rabbits, we should do rabbits. Oh, someone's opening a salon, I should do a salon. Be unique, do something different. Anyway, so I'm heading up to check out the flooding, and I might stop at a temple that I don't know the name of, but I've promised I've been meaning to stop there. But I gotta get some shit in the queue, some video in the queue, okay? Actually, what I should do while I'm talking, like 7 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around and then point it straight at that truck in front of me. Like yo. And when I edit it, I could edit out my hood, okay? I'll get some of that out. I'll get some out right now. Hard to adjust and keep in my own lane, Stay in your lane, man, stay in your lane. Okay, but at least you'll be able to see some. It's not raining now. It was just pissing like a horse on a cow on a flat rock. Now it's not. It's black all around me, dark gray. Of course, heading north, like I said. Should take me half hour, 40 minutes, because I have to go through town instead of bypass it. Now, I got a lot of shit I gotta do. I'm driving, so that means I'm meditating. I'm making decisions while I'm flapping my jaws, okay? My mind is going 100 miles an hour. The truck is going 90 kilometers per hour. And my mouth is going 15 kilometers per hour, okay? I'm talking about something that I'm not thinking about, okay? But what I am thinking about is I gotta be in Pattaya on Wednesday morning for my 1 month eye follow-up. I'm going directly from the airport to the hospital, to my appointment. That's how tight it is. So I'll bring all my bags and shit into the fucking hospital. I'm planning on staying a while. Give me a suite. But see, like I said, now it's pissing. Well, this would be a drizzle in Seattle. Okay. Hey, you know what? Speaking of Seattle, I got a message from Ralph Lewis's account. In case any of you have forgotten, Ralph has died. Okay, months ago. I've spoken to his wife numerous times about her plans coming back to Thailand. But I got a message from him and a link to click. I highly advise, if any of you are in contact with Ralph, do not click that fucking link. Report it. Okay? I haven't sent a message. I saw it in the middle of the night, so I haven't sent her a message yet. A private DM. But I know damn well no one had access to his fucking account. So there's some sick people out there in YouTube land. Okay? Ralph, a friend of mine and a friend of ours, has died. Okay? Months ago. I don't even remember the month, but he died. Suddenly, at work. Myocardial infarction. Fucking a week before retirement, for fuck's sakes. You work your whole life, you plan, and boom, you die. I am so glad I live in Thailand. Anyway, so if you get a message from Ralph, don't click the fucking link, because you're getting scammed. Report it, because it ain't him. I talk to dead people, but they don't talk back. Okay? Anyway, back to the subject of the rain. I'm checking on what's actually flooding. These poor people, and I say poor, I mean poor. Dirt poor. They've lost their crops. My neighbors. It's never, I've never seen the water that high there where I'm at. Now I am in no, well, don't speak too soon, right? But I'm in no, there's no threat or concern of my place flooding. It would take one hell of a lot of water for it to flood where I'm at. Now, when I filmed outside my house the other day, you could see the standing water in the grass, they call it, but it's not really grass. It's some kind of, I don't know what it is. But they do have to trim it every once in a while. But you can see the water, the standing water in that area. Okay, but I've never seen water come up to my porch steps or anything like that. But just around the corner from me on the walk, I'm going downhill there. It doesn't look like it, but it's slightly downhill. Maybe 18 inches in elevation. You know, if I had a freaking transit or a with a GPS or some shit like that and put it on the ground and get the exact elevation. Nice bike, by the way, Parks. Well, I can get the exact elevation, but it's about 18 inches lower around that corner than where my house is. And for that to get 18 inches, it's got to flood a lot of area first. I mean, a lot. So, anyway. So that's my mission today. Oh, the sun feels great. It's 26 degrees. Shit, man, it feels nice. It rained, I know, 3 hours last night. I was talking to someone on a line video call, middle of my night, and I said, hey, my eyes are getting, and I was chatting with somebody as well, Jason, at around 1 a.m. Like talking to Jason. He's a great guy. And when he comes back, he's pretty public about it, but I won't say when he's coming back. December. Anyway, I'll make sure I'm in town to see him. I hope, because my December is frickin' booked already. November is booked already. October is booked already, and now I've got a curveball coming in. I may have to go to the States. I'm going to Pattaya this week. 2 days from now, I'm catching a bird. And I'm going to be there 1 week. And depending on what the doctor says about the pressure in my right eye is the deciding factor on if I drink or not. Or will alcohol have an effect on the pressure on my eye? Because Nick has another bar opening up. And I haven't missed one yet. And I'll be damned if I'm going to miss one because of a fucking eyeball. Actually, I think I did miss one because of a surgery, but it doesn't matter. I was still in the footage. How did that work? I don't know, but anyway, no, I like to support him. Yeah. Which brings me on another tangent. Now I'm 16 minutes in, okay? I'm going to stop at 20, okay? Because my plan is to not babble about everything, but I'll get this shit out of my system. I watched this guy last night, based out of Bangkok. He was talking about relationships. He's a pretty popular guy. I have no idea who he is. But I went, oh, it's in my feed. What the hell? I'm doing nothing but staring at the ceiling. I'll watch this guy. And a bunch of people may love him, and that's great. But right out of the gate, I didn't like the guy. Because he started preaching. He started talking about Thai women and bar relationships and transitional relationships and all that kind of shit. And a quote he said in his thing, I have never had to pay for sex. That's like asking a guy if he's ever whacked off. Okay? Liar, liar, your fucking pants are on fire. So, but I'm not going to call him out by name. And I'm certainly not going to subscribe to him. But, you know, if we're in private or something, I'll remind you of the name. But, again, he's got quite a few fucking subscribers. Hell of a lot more than me. Which doesn't mean his dick is bigger or anything like that, because it's not a fucking race as far as I'm concerned. There's enough room for everybody. Everyone's different. I sit here and yap, and some people like it. And I like to vent while I'm thinking about how long do I have to go back to the States for. I don't want to go back, okay? Sorry, kids. I love you. Sorry, sis, I love you, but I hate going back to the fucking States for an unplanned trip. I said before, when I go, next time I go back, famous last words, I'm going to do like a 3-monther. But I'm going to travel. You know, hotels, rental cars. I'm not going to camp. I'm not going to, you know, van life it. I'm too old for that shit. You're never too old for anything. It's all in your head, right? I mean, there's things you can and can't do physically as you get older, but that's not on my radar, you know what I'm saying? 20 years ago, yes. 20 years I thought about that. And I had drawn up plans on a box truck, you know, and like 12 miles a gallon and shit. I don't fucking care. It's a way of life. But the thing I don't like about van life is these fucking people. They call themselves nomads, but they go to fucking where everybody is. There's hundreds of them all parked around a fucking campfire. What the fuck, over? When I go camping, I go up on a National Forest Service land, pick a fucking flat spot and park. Free. You gotta pay to get in the national parks now, of course, for many years now in Washington State, but you do that when you renew your license, right? Your vehicle license every year. You say yes or no. Yeah, I want the fucking parking pass, you know, for the national parks and shit. It sure beats paying $5 to $10 each time you go to a park. You spend $30, and when you get your driver's license, or when you get your license tabs removed or renewed on your vehicle, you can get a parking pass. Boom, put it on your windshield, hang it up, and then you're good to go. They don't bother you. I'm going slow. Let this Mitsubishi pass me. In fact, I'm going to kick it back a little bit. Just slow down, because we're at 21 minutes now. So I'm already up to the White Temple turn, and it's not raining, but I hope this light turns red for me. Come on, red, go, red, 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 red. Usually I want green. Usually I want green. Ah, shit. I got green. Get a look at the White Temple. Looks bright today. Okay. That's it for this video. There you go. Little 125 sure sounds big, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Thanks for watching.